Yo, how's it hanging, everyone? This is GP17, and part 2 is finally up, everyone. Top 16 awesomely bad promos, part 2 by Wrestling with Regret. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I suggest you all go watch that one first before watching this one, but without further ado, let's check this shit out. Yay! Vader, rest in peace, man. You were a great wrestler. Fucking sucks they died, everyone. Shit. Leon White. Alright, here we go. Rules. A lot of you said this guy's not a PG supporter, so I'm happy about that. Just a few of you said he's a smart, but I don't know. Let's just hear what he's got to say, though, about these promos. How terrible they are. Wrestling with Regret.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. So many awesomely bad promos, so little time. This week I'm counting down my top 8 favorites. What could be worse
than
succotash, mustaches, or the genesis of McGillicuddy? Find out right now.
Let's do it.
Number 8. Sid Vicious.
Oh God.
Pal and half of the brain.
Oh fuck no.
Both of these promos are so awesome in their own way. How could I possibly choose between them? First, we go to the pre-show for the first ever WWF In Your House pay-per-view in May of 1995. Sid's asked a simple question about those who doubt him.
How do you address those skeptics?
Well, the skeptics and all the people have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
Live, pal.
Sorry.
To his credit, the master and ruler of the world recovered quickly and delivered a succinct response, even if it temporarily
fucking terrible
vibe he was going for. But things got even more entertaining several years later in
WCW
in a 1999 episode of Nitro. Kevin Nash is wearing prosthetics.
Ooh.
Did a pretty good job making fun of Sid in the ring.
He looks like a monster.
You might be able to outsmart me and outthink me.
That was fucked up, man.
Can't get it complete.
Yeah, his booking was questionable, but you can't say he wasn't funny. But the big man could stand no more as Sid interrupted with a mighty retort.
But you know and I know that you're only half the man that I am.
Huh?
And I have half the brain that you do.
Oh, oh man, that was fucking terrible.
Man, so close. He was so close.
Well, he still cuts a better promo than today's wrestlers that suck.
Specifically written to make him sound dumb, and he only went through with it because then WCW President Bill Bush asked him to set a good example because of his status as an esteemed member of
I don't know, man.
I mean, you could buy that argument because Sid said it with such conviction, so either WCW willingly sabotaged one of their top guys in the company and Sid went along with it, or just admit it, man, you screwed up.
Hey, he just fucked up. That's all he did.
Tried to make me look like a jackass!
Sorry,
Yeah.
Sid. That job did not need to be outsourced.
Well,
Number 7,
WWE sucks too. Their
Ahmed Johnson
promos.
in WWF Warzone. The first black
I don't remember this one.
champion in history, Ahmed Johnson always seemed to have marbles in his mouth, but that's when he was at his best. He was more fun to watch when he was intense, but the trade-off was he lost a lot of his enunciation. But nowhere was his unintentional humor more apparent
Awesome
than the
game.
1998 masterpiece, WWF Warzone.
You want to survive WWF Warzone? Stay away from me. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
It
Yeah!
was aged horribly due in large part to its terrible control scheme. There's a special place in my heart for Warzone. It was the first WWF game I bought after becoming a fan, and I was freaking pumped about it. I read and reread the Nintendo Power article about the game about 200 times over the course of a 2-month period before it finally released. I loved that game. But
Me too, but here comes the pain's
The
bitter.
best version of it. See, the PlayStation version made full use of its capabilities with full motion.
We're talking about games now. I thought it was about promos sucking.
The 64 version, which I had no videos of any kind with MIDI-level entrance music. One of the most memorable things about this game were the grudge matches in career mode, which
That looks
always ended
terrible.
by a promo from the wrestler, apparently filmed.
Hey, Undertaker looks like a
There's
badass.
no holding back this thoroughbred. But since you're obviously too stupid to realize that, I guess there ain't nothing wrong with me kicking your teeth in.
But no doubt the crown jewel of this part of the game comes from the master of the Pearl River Plunge.
Listen up, punk. That little ass body of yours just popped you with the ass whipping I'm gonna give you.
Ahmed's mushroom
Saga's voice cracked.
combined with terrible acoustics made for some legendary videos. More than a decade ago, YouTuber Phantom Green, aka Sunnybone, compiled the promos and added humorous subtitles, instantly making the promos more fun to watch.
Aww.
If you want to step up to Punchi, bring it on.
To Punchy?
I forgot to take my medication in the morning, and I'm in a really bad mood. So go ahead.
God.
And get a ring. You got to do nothing on this earth.
I don't understand what he's saying.
More promos
You
have been
need
given
subtitles
with
for him.
Ahmed treatment over the years, but none have been as hilarious as the original. If you haven't done it yet, juice make sugar and check these promos out. You'll be glad you did.
Damn. I'm gonna have to check them out.
Number 6. Any Ultimate Warrior promo.
Oh, come on.
You Warrior fans get
Ultimate
mad.
Warrior was
Not a knock
intense.
on the man. This is a form of praise. He didn't
Okay.
cut bad promos. He cut awesomely bad promos.
Okay, yeah.
This freaking nature right here is just beginning to swell.
The only problem is trying to figure out which one was the most awesomely bad, so I decided to make a
I hope you better put some Scott Steiner in here. He's awesome with his promos.
Dedication and commitment that made crowds hang on his every word. The fans will believe in a promo if it looks at the really believed it.
Got
Now,
that
so what
mouth.
exactly was he believed in? Well, that's a
He was
little
passionate
hard to
about his character.
Shove that control into a nosedive, Hulk Hogan.
And tell me to do what is rightfully right and wrongfully wrong.
What are you gonna do? Bury us now?
He's very intense with his promos.
Loaded with the
Way better than today's promos. People can't cut a promo with shit.
Oh, that's the one that goes off the rails. Or
Macho
that's
Man was a
wild.
fucking legend,
They're all
man.
wild. They're all batshit insane, but in their own unique way, like snowflakes.
I like the
Oh,
batshit insane
they're all
promos.
known for their seemingly coke-influenced speeches, but they can't hold a candle to the absolute life-questioning insanity that was the Ultimate Warrior.
I only know that the Ultimate Warrior is totally out of control.
Yeah, when you see stuff like that, you know,
Number
people are
5,
going to like
the
pay
Brood's
attention.
First promo, also known as the Brood's last promo.
Because the freaks come out at night.
I didn't watch too much of the Brood.
Well, I take that back. It probably wasn't the only time the trio of Gangrel, Edge, and Christian spoke collectively, but after this, it might
Edge was the best one out of that
This took place in
group.
the very first episode of SmackDown in April of 1999. It was their first time on the microphone ever after having just broken away from the Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness. It starts out
That was a
bad, and
badass
gets
faction.
worse.
The Brood initially has not spoken by our own choice, and then later it was forbidden.
Got a fucking vampire in there.
First of all, I love Gangrel. He is one of the nicest guys I've met in wrestling, but this is
Yeah, I wish he
just
stuck
not
around.
good. His voice has no strength or confidence behind it. He's rambling about nothing. And
Look at those vampire teeth.
It's supposed to sound deep and mysterious, but it comes off like one of my more misguided E-Fed promos from back in the day.
We live our collective lifestyles for who we are and what we believe in. In this search.
He wasn't the best, of
That's enough
course.
out of you, Gangi. Christian, anything you want to add?
He didn't say nothing.
Future Hall of Famer Edge, can you save this thing?
The power lies within us, and it's up to us.
Okay, Edge is the best one, of
We will
course.
become what we will become.
The promo mercifully ends when Michael Hayes accuses the three of just being a
So you
gimmick,
didn't like
which they
that.
retaliate with a bloodbath, but it was nothing compared to the bloodbath that many brain cells went through that night. I was
Edge
pulled
did not
through
stutter at all.
hardcore in the beginning. I really was. I thought the gimmick was cool and could have been huge. I was crestfallen when they broke up later that year because I feel they didn't reach their full potential. Now, Christian and Edge did pretty well for themselves after the fact, but poor Gangrel was never
Yeah,
the
I don't
same
like
after
the PG
segment.
stuff.
And the power is what we seek. And it's within all of us. And we just have to unleash it.
Number 4,
Okay.
Jumpin' Jeff Farmer.
I don't know who the fuck these
Following
guys
is a video
are.
from a
I
promotion
don't remember
called
this guy.
International Pro Wrestling, but it's
I'm
not
sorry.
from Japan or the UK. It features a wrestler named Jeff Farmer, who's not the same guy who would become NWO Sting. And in this promo, Jeff tries to sound fired up and passionate, but he is not. But first, just catch the beginning of this promo.
This
Tell
don't
me
look
if
like
this didn't
WWL.
inspire a character from a certain regional
Oh,
wrestling.
that's why.
Folks, there's Jumpin' Jeff Farmer. Jeff, a while back, what a match you had with Motley.
Yep.
How do you respond to this blowhard?
Yep.
From that monosyllabic response, you can see the gears creakily turning in Farmer's head as he tries to come up with his next sentence.
But I don't like it when things aren't going my way.
If you can't talk on the mic, you shouldn't be put in front of a fucking mic.
You turn the tables on me.
That goes for anybody today.
You turn the tables in the wrong way.
I mean, how are we going to be able to eat lunch if we're not sitting on the right sides?
But when you turn around and you backstab me one way or another, and you cheat me out of what's rightfully mine, that's when I get angry.
You know, I just realized I'm not sure what you guys are fighting for anyway.
Get in the ring with me.
Well, get back to the WWF
this time, I'm going full force.
So I don't know who this guy is.
Classic. From the opening to the cliche verbiage to the nervous pauses, it has everything, and it gets funnier every time I see it. And hey, just for a minute, can we show some love to the guys feuding with here?
Jeff Farmer wanna challenge me.
What the fuck?
I heard it. Get me excited, man.
He's trying to be like Macho Man. What the fuck?
Maybe because he had a
except like a squeakier version of him.
Oh man, Macho Man.
Recognize this epic promo always will.
You got me mad now.
Number 3, The Undertaker, snake necktie and lizard boots. One of the reasons the Brutes promo from earlier failed so
Undertaker
hard
cut a bad promo?
Shit. Character, but their tone and body language didn't match what they were saying. At around the same time,
look how badass he is there. Look at that. Holy shit. Looks like fucking Count Dracula.
Sometimes it's still not enough. Take, for instance, this moment on an episode of
Big Show's wearing a black diaper.
The Undertaker spent the last several weeks training the Big Show to be a ruthless killer. The Unholy Alliance made their way to the ring, and Taker proceeded to take us all on a little journey.
I had Paul Bearer call out to California to some associates of ours at the local 81.
What?
Go on.
Paul said we're going to need 2 bikes for a ride into the desert. I want the Big Show only to have enough gas to get to the middle of the desert and not get back. The Big Show's bike runs out of gas.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Off and left him. He comes walking out with a snake necktie and lizard boots, carrying his Harley Davidson on his shoulder. What used
Undertaker's
to be known
supposed to be more silent.
Will now be known as Armageddon, and whoever shows up.
Dude, get that paper out of your mouth. It's nasty.
Anything the Warrior said. This is the most rambling, nonsensical promo I've ever heard. For 3 minutes, Taker weaves this story of toughening Show up, leaving him stranded in the middle of the desert and
where everybody could cut at least one bad promo sometime.
Wearing a snake necktie and lizard boots. The fuck's this guy going on about?
Undertaker was smoking my fucking weed that day, okay? I'll admit it.
Kill him in his sleep.
He was smoking weed!
Then wear his skin and eat his flesh. Well, credit to the Big Show, at least he's resourceful, using the whole body.
I'm going to cut your flesh off, make a coat out of it, and I will eat your flesh until I find food.
Well, damn!
The speech was cut off by Chris Jericho, who rightfully called it out for being boring and stupid.
Chris Jericho and his banana hair.
Heat for saying that? Were they not watching the same promo? Number 2. Scott Steiner match.
Here we go!
His brother Rick, more than his singles.
This is what I want to see.
More than being a former world champion, this to me
Scott Steiner, he cuts some fucking awesome promos.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
2 big things.
Holy fuck, he's so awesome!
After this, only for the scheduled match between he, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle to not even happen.
You take your 30-30 and a third chance, minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning.
But even better, the math adds up.
But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice.
Now I wonder,
Scott Steiner's a fucking legend, man.
Countdown.
Cuts better promos than all the wrestlers today. Okay, dude, what is this? The fuck is this?
I don't know!
What the hell? What was that? Scott Steiner at your door?
That was awesome.
I don't get it. Somebody explain what the fuck just happened there.
In his career, Lex Luger had never been good at promos. He wasn't the absolute shits at them, but when trying to take an objective look at his legacy as a wrestler, his words...
They're trying to make Lex Luger like the next Hulk Hogan at the time.
But it wasn't until the final years of his in-ring days that he would utter the words that would ultimately define him to a generation of fans. A viral sensation well before YouTube was a thing, it's a clip from NWA Cyberspace in 2015. The total package is stopped backstage by their interviewer after what could have been
still better than today's wrestlers.
Opponent Ron Killings.
Mr. Luger, I saw what just happened out there with Ron Killens. I just want to ask you, I mean, what are your plans for the next show, Super Brawl Saturday?
Before we go on, can we take a moment to talk about that fucking guy? Why does nobody talk about him? He looks like Steve Carino got fat, then got dressed up after seeing a glimpse of Michael Hayes 15 years in the future. Why would a pimp be conducting this interview? What's this character's backstory? Did he go to journalism school? Anyway, Luger starts talking,
pimp like me
from the start. He can't make it more than 4 seconds before tripping up.
What kind of disgusting, despicable
Lex Luger.
lack of respect is that Billy What's-His-Name show booking a match for the total package Lex Luger and Super Brawl?
I can infer that this Billy What's-His-Name is the promoter and or the on-air boss. Either way, it makes Luger look super unprofessional to not know the name of the guy who's theoretically paying him.
Super Saturday? What is it? I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
Super Brawl Saturday.
Super Brawl Saturday?
Or the name of the show he's being theoretically paid to perform at.
Can he afford to pay me to wrestle around? I don't know.
Dude, if you don't know you're getting paid, why did you take this booking? You're better than that. This wasn't a fight with Killings you just walked out of. It was a fight with the promoter over getting more money.
I'm one of the biggest legends and stars ever in this. God!
What the hell are you doing, Lex? Oh my God.
They're too tight too, Billy!
This is the point of no return. There's nothing Luger could have said to save face after forgetting to gimmick his t-shirt so he could rip it off clean and look cool doing it. I don't care how big your muscles are, you ain't getting past that crew neck. And after all that, after botch, after unfathomable botch, we wrap it all up with a big crescendo.
Look at me! I'm a total package! I will rip him apart! I'm pissed now!
Awesome!
I don't think I'd...
Every sentence of this promo by itself is a work of art. But when
he wanted to get the fuck out of there.
It forms a super group. It's the traveling Wilburys or the audio slave of bad promos.
Now I want you to talk about today's wrestlers' promos that suck because they can't cut one.
To me, nothing can top this.
Instead of picking on the past wrestlers.
The career of the total package Lex Luger. It is iconic. It is immortal.
How about the guys that's just happy to be there? I want to see those promos because they suck ass.
It's one of the biggest legend stars ever in this. Yeah! And it's the most awesomely bad wrestling promo of all time.
It's pretty bad, but
picks, but let me know what promos you think belong on this list in the comment section below.
I want to hear you talk about today's promos though.
Subscribe to Wrestling
because wrestling has gotten so terrible, especially WWE.
I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.
And I'm Green Shocko. Yeah! So there you go, everyone. If y'all want to watch the original video, links in the description. Top 10, 16 awesomely bad promos or whatever the fuck, part 2. And yeah, we got here. Peace out. And bye-bye, bitches.